Just got settled in. It's my first set of the season here for whitetails in Ontario. Before I could even get settled in, I had a little forky horn buck come down through here. I don't know if you could see him on that shot there. I tried to film him for you, but it's cloudy today, and I'm in a thick bush, so I couldn't see him that well. So hopefully you got a look at him. But anyway, it's a good sign. It's an east wind today, and you know, like the old fisherman saying is, east is least. And on this property, it can be dicey, but the stand I'm sitting in, hopefully the wind, I don't think the wind is going to blow down to where they're normally approaching from. So I'm going to settle in here. Got the Excalibur Micro, the new Micro 380 with me, and the Trailblazer broadhead. So it's gonna be wicked. If I can get a good shot at something, it should look pretty good, and it should go down fast. So stick with me, and we'll see if we can put something down here this morning.
The east wind was relentless for most of the morning.
On the other side of the valley here. That's not going to be good for the deer hunt.
Well, all we saw was that one little buck first thing this morning. I'm going to pack up everything. It's getting late in the morning. Get out of here and make a game plan, have a hot drink, and make a game plan for next hunt. I'm heading in this morning. I'm going to climb into a stand that last year I affectionately dubbed it the bedding ridge stand. I set it up late last fall, never hunted it. It's on a ridge, and I have an adjacent stand, and I've watched deer go down this ridge and bed right there many times. So I'm gonna go in there real quiet. It is a bit windy today, but it is in the right direction, and it's almost a full moon, so it's not ideal, but it's not anything that's gonna spook the deer out of there, so I don't mind going in and trying it out. It's a spot where I think that the potential is there for something mature to come in and possibly bed on that ridge. It's supposed to be a nice sunny day today, so that's a good thing. They like that. It's a kind of a southwest facing ridge, so they like to get in there when it's cool and bed down in the sun. I've got my new Micro 380 from Excalibur this trip, and the Trailblazer broadheads. So we're gonna slip in there and see if we can put one down on the bedding ridge stand. It's difficult to see from this angle, but the undergrowth was littered with deer beds, which was encouraging.
Closed captioning in today's episode is brought to you by Canuck. The bedding ridge stand produced several deer sightings, though not the ones I was looking for.
I'm finally settled in here. I made a little noise getting in here this morning, but so did those coyotes. I heard a couple deer busting around in here earlier, down in this creek bottom, so I'm gonna get quiet. Hopefully an old buck will chase a doe down through here.
Shortly after daybreak, I spotted this young up-and-comer slipping through the creek bottom. I decided to play with him a little bit, so I gave him a few soft tending grunts. That buck hung around for quite some time, searching for the source of those grunts, and I enjoyed studying them. This portion of today's episode is brought to you by Bergara. Our barrels make the difference. He continued to search as a thick fog rolled into the creek bottom.
Man, that fog just rolled in here like pea soup. Might be able to see 30 yards, 20 yards in here now, that's it. But that sun will come up and it'll burn that off, so I'm gonna wait. There's a nice big fat doe. A little bit of doe management, some meat in the freezer. I'm not 100% sure about the shot. She come up from behind. She started to head down in behind me here, and I hit her with the bleed can a couple of times, and she turned right back around and came back up. I had to rush the shot a little bit. I'm hoping that everything went okay. I looked like it was a pretty good shot, so she was quartered away pretty hard, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I think we'll be able to recover that deer. And she just went down over the hill there. She probably just crashed on the other side of the hill. Stick with me, I'm gonna give it some time, and then I'll get down and go get her.
Unfortunately, the shot angle proved to be much steeper than I had anticipated, and an exhaustive search turned up hair, but no blood. That doe escaped unscathed, which is more than I can say for my pride.
Well, I'm sitting in the only spot that I have that's good for an east wind. There's a big swale that comes down out of a small piece of bush that's real brush choked and stuff. Good bedding cover. Lots of trails coming out of there right through here. So if they come out, there's two fence openings. One is right here in front of me, and the other one's over here over my right shoulder. I might have to stand up and get turned. That one's at quite a bit more distance, but I could still make the shot, no problem. And I'm hoping that a buck will chase a doe down through this swale here and out into this rye field. Stick with me and we'll see if they do.
segment is brought to you by Excalibur Crossbows. Different for a reason.
Holy cow. I had the camera packed up and I was ready to leave. And I heard noise. Squirrels been messing around there all night, so I thought it was just them. And then I see this buck coming out of that gateway that I wanted him to come out of. That couldn't have happened any more perfect. It's not a giant buck, but that's okay. I'm quite happy to have him. The Canuck Engaged turkey. Now I have to start calling it the Canuck Engaged deer.
Well, here he is. He's no big trophy or anything. I'm really happy to have him. You saw how it went down there last night. It was kind of, he came out at the last second. I literally had the camera packed up and in the pack, and was just about to take the arm down when when I heard a sound. I turned around and he was there. So he was coming, as you saw. I threw the swale, and I had to take the camera out of the pack, put it on the arm. Couldn't hook up the Lank remote or anything, but I got him in there, and he came out. He came out exactly where I was hoping a buck would come out, so I couldn't pass him up. It's the Tuesday of the shotgun hunt, so things get a little bit scarce after that. They start to get pressured, and so they'll kind of back off and start going a little more nocturnal and moving a little after dark. So as I say, I'm happy to have them. That's another animal for the Canuck Engaged turkey. As I said, I may have to start calling it the Canuck Engaged deer /bear /turkey. So it's been a great gun, and I'm really happy to be out here shooting with it. It's been a great gun for me, and I'm going to keep shooting it. So I'm going to get at it again here. We'll get this guy packed up, get him out of here, and get him hung up and start looking for another one.
Well, folks, thanks for watching. And be sure to join us next week for more exciting hunting action right here on Line of Sight.